Work till I die, till I die, till I die. I'm gonna fail and get up, cause I'm not giving up on my dream.
Hi guys, Brookelynne and welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be my top tips and most loved products to get that beautiful summer tan glowy skin. So I'm going to go into like more skincare, like body care more or less first and all the tans. Now, if you're not aware, you can get a tan in several ways. I'm more approaching it in a healthy type of way, which is just to wear fake tan and do sensible sunbathing. So what I recommend if you are going to go down the route of sunbathing, I'll get into these first. I'd recommend keeping your skin hydrated and also using a good SPF that is appropriate for your skin type. Get one that has tan leaching to it. It's going to help your skin tan and everything. I love the Malibu. I use this one on my holiday, SPF 30. It's a spray. I'll put a picture of what it looks like now. Or Hawaiian Tropic too. Both of them, one or the other will do the job, but it just sprays on your skin. It's quite like a light mist. It covers everywhere and it ensures that your skin's protected, as well as helping it like tan, but also preventing it from burning. Now, depending on your skin type and skin tone, I would say go for like a good protection. So for me, I do have a lot of tan on, but then I've got like my ultra dark tan on, so I look really, really dark. But for me, I'm naturally quite pale skin, so I need an SPF 30. Now, 18 times on holiday, I could get away with SPF 15, I'm fine, but for the day, I always go for 30 because I don't want to get burnt. But I went away on holiday, when was it? I think, yeah, a week or 2 weeks ago, I was away on holiday. Depends on when this is coming out. I think it'll come out today, because it's Sunday the 9th, I don't know. I'm going to try to get it out today, just to have the extra video done for you guys. But, for sunbathing, definitely the SPF 30. I definitely recommend the 30, even if you are quite sore with skin. Maybe you can get away with the 15 or 20. But to be on the safe side, I'd always recommend the 30, especially if you're quite pale. For like an enhancement of tanning, I'd recommend using a wee bit of a card oil or like a tan enhancing balm over top of your SPF. Now, that's very important, is to really make sure that you put a good load of SPF on, but then also put on your tan enhancing gel, cream, oil, like the card oil I use on holiday. I did kind of help give me a bit of a more of a glow. I'd recommend that, but only on top of your SPF, and always like reapply your SPF every, let's say 3 to 4 hours, depending on what you're doing. If you're in the pool, then straight away. But card oil is quite good for helping to accelerate your skin tan and help like encourage your skin to tan nicely. My skin has a hard time tanning. I don't burn really, really easily, but over here definitely it's hard for me to burn where I'm from. But obviously in holiday I burn a lot easier there. But I'm not like a person who just burns straight away. Like it would take me a bit to burn, but if I burn, I burn. Do you know what I mean? It's hard to explain, but also my tan, well, no, my skin takes a long time to tan. Like I barely get a tan, so that's why I use fake tan. But if you are like lucky enough that you do tan, but you tan very, very little, then try any tips that might help you a little bit. But also I just always recommend the fake tan, but it's good to kind of have a little bit of both. But always be responsible in the sun. Don't stay out too long. Like if you're feeling yourself starting to burn, come out of the sun, go into the shade, stuff like that. Just be sensible. If you are deciding to sunbathe and you decide to tan in the sun, just be sensible, pretty much. You can get these tan enhancing tablets. Now, they're not dangerous types. I'm not talking about nasals. I wouldn't recommend them because I've heard so many horror stories. I wouldn't try them myself. Even though I'm not desperate to get a tan, I can get a tan from a fake tan. I wouldn't try nasal because there's so many risks associated with them. Now, if you're on them, no hate, I'm just saying that's just nothing I'd go on. But these tan enhancing tablets, you can get them from SNs or like just basically beta-carotene. Like vitamins are in them, but they're vitamins that help your skin tan. I did use them on holiday and my skin was fine. you can get them from Holland Bar. They're called the tan tablets. They're basically like in a wee bronzy, yellowy like bottle container, and they're basically called tan tablets and they have the same kind of ingredients. And then Gino do them as well. I think a lot of places like beauty companies, you can do them, they do the gummies, and they do work a little bit, I would say they do, but it won't give you like a big difference unless you're like naturally lucky enough to tan. It'll just give you a good boost that way. But if you want to try them, I'd just suggest taking the wee tan vitamins instead of going for them nasals. The nasals are just dangerous. So that's also another thing before going to fake tanning. If you are tanning in the sun, always put after sun on once you've done tanning. You can get these ones by Hawaiian Tropic or Malibu, the tanning butters. The one especially has aloe vera. You can get the aloe vera gel, and you can also get the cocoa butter tanning butter. It's the one I had when I was on holiday. I'll put a picture up of what it looks like, but it's a really good after sun. It just kind of really moisturizes your skin and helps it just like the tan really develop, and just your skin just feels smooth, and it prevents and calms down any burns you may get. It just calms them right down. I remember on holiday, like, because I was in the pool last day and it was 36 degrees, so it was really it was Celsius, so it was really roasting hot, and I was in the pool and I had my hair up in the bun and I was just in the pool, and obviously I was wearing my SPF. It was a different type of SPF, like an oil, but it had SPF 20, so it was the last day. I was wearing that, and like it was fine, but because I was in the pool and I was like submerging myself in the water and also coming out, because the heat was at high, I got burnt a little bit on the shoulders, because obviously your sunscreen wears off. So if you are going to go into the pool, try to get a waterproof sunscreen. But if you do end up with a burn, which can happen, it's really likely, especially if you're on holiday, use an after sun butter or an aloe vera gel butter. Well, you can get butters too, aloe vera, but more gels. After sun butters, especially the butters, they really calm down a sunburn. Like my sunburn, I got a little bit, wasn't bad, but it was like quite red and just like a mild sunburn. It calmed it down within like a day. Now it was red when I came home, but it wasn't as bad. Like, even though it wasn't that bad, but it was like a good bit calmed down. And by the second day, the day after I came back, it was pretty much gone. So I would recommend keeping your skin moisturised, and after sun's a key factor as well. So speaking of hydration, this is also very important if you are doing fake tan too, is to use a good moisturiser. Now this one is more like just a spray moisturiser, so it's perfect for summertime, because I know like the heavy moisturisers aren't that good in summer if you're wearing like clothes. Obviously you're wearing clothes going out, yeah, but if you're putting like your moisturiser on before you put your clothes on, if you don't have time to let the moisturiser sink in, then these are quite good. I definitely recommend getting the Vaseline Cocoa Butter Spray. I think it's called Cocoa Radiant Spray. I've used this stuff on and off for like years, and it's so good, it never lets you down. I did put some on after I've rinsed off my tan today, and just spread a good bit on, and my skin just feels nice and soft. This does. Don't let the spray fool you. It does give you a good bit of hydration. Now, it's not going to be as strong as like a double base hydrator or like a really rich moisturiser, but it is going to moisturise and hydrate your skin, but not be too heavy. And it's good for face too. See, for fake tan, I would definitely recommend exfoliating your skin with exfoliate mitts. You can get them, like, they're just like mitts, like you put over your hand, like pink. They have, it could be pink, any kind of colour, but they have like wee like a rough type of texture to them, like your bobbly rough type of texture, exfoliates your skin. Basically like a exfoliating flannels you get, or like that. Exfoliating mitts just are so handy. Put a picture of what it look like, but you can get them from like Poundland, Primark, anywhere. And you can get sets of 2 and sets of 3. But you just literally use them in the shower for shower gel, or even better, your body scrub. Rub them in like both, like the product both into like each glove on your hand. Scrub your skin, and it gets rid of any dead skin. And then obviously you rinse like your shower gel and whatever off. You do what you do in the shower, get out, and then use like some moisturiser around like your drier parts to your tan, but also after you rinse your tan off after the development time, use this and it will really sink in that tan and help it like stay hydrated and stop it from going patchy. So keeping your skin hydrated while you're fake tanning or real tanning or mixture of both is so important, because it will help protect your skin and protect your skin barrier and keep your hydration levels up and keep your skin looking beautiful and radiant, and that's just what you want, definitely. In the fake tan I'll just put what I have here. I've got like 5 fake tan products. Some of them are like different, well, a few of them are different, but I'm going to go into the gradual line of fake tan. The one I definitely recommend. Now, I have tried several in the past, and even the ones I've tried are quite good. I will give some more mentions, but the one I have today is this Garnier Summer Body. It's their moisturising lotion, Sun Kiss Glow, and it's Deep Sun Kiss Glow shade. They also have a light one, but if you are looking for more of that tan, but more of a gradual tan, but you're looking for more of a result, get the deep one. It's so good, and you can't miss it. Like, it's a bright, like yellowy, orangey bottle. The smell of this is absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love it. And as I mentioned before, you can get like a bigger size too. So if you want a bigger size, last longer, get that. If you want to get a smaller size, this one, then get that. This will build up a beautiful glow. It'll give you like a nice, like I'm saying, natural, like light to medium tan within a day or so. It really works so well. Like, if you're not looking for them ultra dark tan or anything like that, you just want something a bit more like a subtler glow, I would say going for a gradual one is your best bet. And if you are looking at a bit of a deeper tan one day, you can go for like a tan drop mixed with the gradual tan in your hands and apply it to parts of your body, and it will give you a bit of a push and a boost to your skin, and your tan will be deeper. So definitely this one's around £5 or £6, so it's quite affordable. You can get it on offer as well. So if you're looking for more of a natural gradual tan, I would definitely recommend this one. For other kind of gradual options, and then also face options, if you don't like to use a body tan on your face, I like these 2 tanning drops. So these are like just basically tanning drops. You mix your moisturiser, or you can put them on your body with a body moisturiser. I like to do both, but mainly for the face and the chest. If I'm getting out of the shower or rinse off my proper tan, if I feel like my face looks a bit light, say for instance that day I wore my tan, like eye colour, or wear makeup, I mix a bit of tanning drops to give me that more of a colour back to my skin. But if I am just using like a gradual and I want something to kind of deepen it, I would use these 2, or to maintain my tan on my face and my chest. So this one is the Bondi Sands Dark Tanning Drops. These are just called Self Tanning Drops, and they're in the shade Dark. They're basically like a wee pipette. You can get them from Boots, Drug. You can get these products like pretty much widely available. They're basically like clear. Most of them are quite clear, so they're quite clear hand drops, and you just mix a few drops or like a full pipette, which I do, into moisturiser or gradual tanner, and it'll just give you a really good dark glow. I find these are really quite dark, especially if you use them over top of your like fake tan, if you want like a deeper colour, like with your moisturiser, or use them on your face. I would more recommend these tend to come off easily. Like, I noticed that on my holiday when I put them all over my body, like with my body moisturiser, before like the night before I went on holiday, just to give me more of a gradual tan kind of glow. I noticed this type of tan does wear off the body quite quick, so definitely recommend these tan drops on your face, but they are quite good to kind of add more of a glow to your face that may get lost from putting your makeup on, taking your makeup off, doing your skincare, that kind of thing. But these are quite good. Now, I do have some tinted tanning drops. These are the Skinny Tan. So these are the tinted tanning drops by Skinny Tan. They're basically the tannin tone tanning drops for the face. So these tanning drops are meant to be used for the face, but I can sometimes use them on my body too, but mostly from the face and the chest I use these on. Especially if you've got sensitive skin, you don't want to use a body tan on your face. These are quite a good option. These, if you can tell here, these are quite tinted here. You can see like the colour, it's like a caramelly colour. And these are around, I think, 15 pound. But they have like a nice golden glow to them, so it's quite good if you just want to add it into your moisturiser, but go out that day without any makeup on. It'll give you a bit of a boost to your skin, and they do like look amazing on your skin. But don't go dark. I would say, oh, these ones are darker than these ones. So if you're looking for more of a darker glow on your face, say for instance you've got really sensitive skin, but you're using your self-tan on your body, but you want something dark for your face, these. But if you are looking for more of a natural golden glow on your face, these. But they do give you like hydration to your skin too. I find these are more hydrating. They just kind of make your skin feel glowy and smooth and everything. And you can put makeup on over top of them and they don't disturb the tan or your makeup. And that goes for these ones too. But these just give you that nice bit of a lift to your skin too, which is nice, especially if you're on holiday too. Now on to like the proper fake tan. If you notice marks on my hand, I was doing another video. You'll know that I always pre-film on Sunday and I'm filming. But I've got two tans, two of my favourite tans that I'd recommend. I have a lot of them I do love, but these ones are going to suit everyone and they're going to suit most budgets. So the cheaper one I have is a vegan tan. That's the brand name and it's an ultra dark. Now this one's around £8 from Gordon's, or you can get them online. You can get medium dark and then this one ultra dark, but knowing me, I prefer proper dark glow. I like to be dark, literally proper dark. Like I want to be like tanned AF. I want to be so tanned and just beautiful, like sun-kissed skin. That's my dream. So these definitely give me that. Now this mousse is like a natural type of tan. It's like a natural, the more olive type tan. Both these tans are more on the olive side too. They're not really golden, but this one is more that really natural looking tan. It's beautiful. And it does last a good few days, like several days on your skin. Obviously, you maintain your tan by using moisturiser and being careful with your tan in the shower and stuff like that. Obviously, doing your wash and everything and just patting your skin instead of rubbing it dry. But this does give my skin like a really nice, I would say more dark than ultra dark, but I would put 2 layers of it on for a night out, let's say. It would go ultra dark, but it's so good. It really is. And it's decently affordable too. So say for instance you're on a budget but you want a good tan that's gonna look good and last and be kind to the planet and kind to animals, this is amazing. And if with any type of tan, especially, I recommend like the instant type of tans to have a tint to them. Always use a mitt, but with gradually you can just like wash your hands and just be careful not to get this already wet. But usually with an instant like a self tan mousse, I'd always recommend a glove. Well, no, a mitt. You can use gloves too, but I prefer a mitt. I love the Perfect Velvet mitt, or you can get the ones from Primark. They're called Bronze. And they're like the foam velvet mitt and they are amazing. The next one, which is more of a higher end tan, it's the effing tan. Yes, that name makes me laugh so much every single time I read it. It's effing tan in ultra dark, so it's basically the fragrance free tan foam in ultra dark. The one I have on right now, I just washed off today. As you can tell from my this video, I look really dark. Literally, my tan has come out so dark and olivey. I love it. I absolutely love it. This tan will give you ultra dark tan in one application. It's so good. It really is. It's darker than the vegan tan by a good bit. Well, not loads, but it is like it's enough to give you an ultra dark result. But I love them both equally. But this one, like this tan's around £18, but it's worth it. If you're looking to just treat yourself, or do you have it in the budget to get this tan every time you need a tan, I definitely recommend it. And this tan is vegan too and cruelty free. So if you are like literally 0 tolerance for like cruelty free and you're vegan, you just don't want to use any animal products, this tan's gonna be amazing for you. And I prefer these tans because they are like cruelty free and they are vegan too, so they're quite like ethically amazing too and are really nice tans. and just give you a good result too. That one does last, and it does give you that nice glow to your skin, like that nice really dark glow to your skin, and my skin doesn't feel dry after having that them tans on. My skin still feels decently hydrated. Now the tan mousses will dry your skin out to a certain extent, but I find the vegan and the effing tans, or like least strand, one of the least strands I've tried, and I've tried a lot of tans, as you know if you've watched my videos. So that was it for like the fake tan segment. Now I'm going to go into like tan enhancing products like makeup. Now one thing to always hydrate your skin, like moisturizer each and every day when you are wearing your tan, whether it's a fake tan or a real tan. But for makeup, I have a good few products I love to use to enhance my tan. Now for foundations, I'll go into that first. I recommend going a couple shades darker and kind of going from more the neutral to warm, even if you are naturally cool tone fair, but if you're using tan, to go for like be a neutral or a warm foundation. Now it depends on like how dark you're getting your tan to go, like whether it's real or fake. But the real thumb is if you are just going for that light, like gradual glow, I'd say 1 or 2 shades darker, maybe 2 shades darker, because you can mix your regular foundation into it. So say for instance I'm going to use MAC's number system just as a guide. So if you're an NC10 like me naturally in MAC, but you're going to go for more of a gradual tan like the Garnier one, I would say go for an NC20, like bump it up the layer. And then just to kind of accommodate in an NC25 if you're using more of the, if you're using the gradual tan more often than just every couple of days, I would say NC25, but you could just buy NC25 and mix your like or equivalent shade to it, and just mix your regular your regular foundation into your tan foundation, and kind of mix the shades together to get the right colour, that kind of thing. Now for me, because I do wear ultra dark, I go several shades darker. So I'm going to use Fenty. It's very confusing. For Fenty I'd be 120 with natural skin. Now for my fake tan, this is like the darkest fake tan, I use 300, which is a big jump. But because I wear ultra dark tan, it takes me several shades darker than what I actually am naturally. 300 works really well, and as you can tell, that foundation is really well loved. That's what I do. And if I am a bit pale and my tan's worn off, I take my bottle of my regular like pale shade foundation and mix it on the back of my hand. Mix 2 shades together to get that perfect shade match. Or use one of my lighter fake tan shades. Like say for instance, maybe 240 would be a lighter fake tan shade for me in this Fenty. So if you are going for more of a medium, I would say maybe 3 shades or 4 shades up. Then darks 4 to 5, then ultra darks 5 to 6. It's something like that, kind of just go like a few shades up. But I would always recommend, if you're really unsure about foundations, go into get your tan and all on night before, let it develop. If you're using like if you're using gradual, build up a couple of days. But if you're using an instant like fake tan, like a wear off fake tan, do the tan you'll be using, put a good layer of it on, let it sit overnight or for however long it says, rinse off that next day, go into like town, go into your local makeup shop, get the foundation that you usually buy or try a different one, get a sample or get a shade match, get in the shade match you up to a foundation shade that's going to be suitable for that fake tan, and that'll be the perfect way to get a foundation because you'll have one there to go by. And when you get paler as tan wears off, you can mix your normal foundation into like the fake tan foundation on the back of your hand to get that perfect shade, so it can be customized from how dark or how pale you are. It's a good way too. But for summer skin, if you are looking to add glow, use a glowy primer underneath your foundation. This one has more of a semi-matte finish, like that too, but it's more like a light bit of glow, like a little light bit of glow to that one. It's quite good. The Fenty Hydrate Pro Filter foundation is really, really nice. But if you are looking for like, what I recommend to really enhance your tan is, now if you're oily, you're probably better skipping this step unless you really like a really proper glowy look. But if you do have more normal or dry skin or mature skin, a glowy primer, I love this one. This one's by Be Perfect. It's their Perfection Primer in Champagne. It's like a light one, but it does give you a beautiful glow. I'll just put a bit of a swatch on the back of my hand. Ooh, that was too much. Now I do have different shades. I have a bronze shade too if you're wanting that really tan glow. You just want to look bronzed and get that one. But if you're actually feel like me and you're wearing a tan, get this one. It's quite good. It just blends into your skin really, really nicely, and look at that glow. It's so, so pretty. And it does give you a nice glow, and then it shows underneath your foundation, which is quite good. An affordable dupe of this would be a W7 Glow Primer. I love that stuff too. I wore it on my wedding day. And it is similar to this, but a bit more like, I think it's a bit more neutral to this one, but it is really, really similar. So yeah. And then also, I would say for concealer, you can get a couple of shades darker or just use your lighter concealer and just have that brightened look. But then if you want something a bit deeper, go for a deeper concealer. But if you don't want to like splash out for a different concealer, use a bit of your foundation over top of it just to kind of dull down like the brightness a bit. But I like to have a bit of a brighter under eye anyway, and just kind of blend the edges of it with my like foundation. That really does kind of give that seamless look. Now, another thing, if you're looking for a lighter base, like say for instance summer, you're on holiday, or like you don't want to wear like a full cake makeup, I recommend getting a BB cream. That'll really, really let that skin, that nice, especially nice natural tan, and let that nice natural tan or fake tan skin glow through. This one I love is a Maybelline BB cream and anti-age. This one's in light, but it is quite a dark shade, so it isn't actually light. It's like medium, more like. I have it on now underneath the rest of my makeup, and it does give my skin a nice glow. A bit of a light coverage, so it's perfect if you don't have much to cover up, or if you do have a little bit more to cover up, you need a bit of concealer and just to kind of help balance things out. And this does give you a beautiful, beautiful like look to your skin. Your skin just looks lovely, and it's nice and lightweight for your skin too. It isn't too heavy. It's smoothing if you have any fine lines or wrinkles or texture. It'll just smooth it out nicely. And do you have medium if you're like wanting a darker colour? I don't know if they have like actual light shade. I think they do, and they might have a dark shade. I'm not entirely sure. But if you're just looking for a hint of coverage and a bit of a glow, this one's quite good, especially if you're in a rush too. So I've got a couple of bronzers I like to use with my like to enhance my tan and to contour my face. I've got like a more of a higher end, well mid-range high end one, and I've got a drugstore one. This one I have on now is a Rimmel Lasting Radiance bronzer. That's what the shade name is. It is the shade Espresso, which is the darkest one. So it's like a brick bronzer, so it has 6 different shades. I did get my nail in one of them shades, that's why it looks a bit like an indent. But it has like anything from like a really, really dark, like chocolate, and then like a light, like caramel, and different tones. So it's perfect if you are like either fake tan or real tanning, and you're wanting a bronzer, it's gonna mix and match. Like say for instance, you can get different shades in this bronzer too. I think they have like, do you have a lighter one too, I remember. But this one, you can mix the lighter top shades if you're like paler, and then when your tan develops and deepens up, mix in a couple of darker shades, and it just gives you like a nice, it is more of a shimmery matte, but it isn't like, on the face doesn't look obnoxious. Like it looks more matte in the face. That's what all the colours look like. It's a light swatch. But this one just allows you to customise your bronzer to your skin tone, so it's perfect that way. And it's really around £5 or £6, so it's quite affordable. And it is quite pigmented, but it isn't, well, you can make it as dark and or as light as you want. but it is quite blendable too, so if you're in a rush and all, it's quite good for that as well. The next bronzer, which is more of a higher end one, which is well loved, it's actually my wedding day bronzer. I'm not sure if they still do this anymore, but they do have a new formula which is in a box with a heart. This one's cuter. It's Doll Beauty bronzer. It says there, but it's kind of half, most of it's off. Doll Beauty bronzer in the shade dark, and that it's pretty much worn off because it's been in my makeup bag, several makeup bags for the last couple of years. And as you can tell, I've hit pan on it because it's such a good bronzer, and it does have a mirror as well. This one, they do have different shades in these bronzers too. You have like medium if you're not that dark, and I just took the wrong hand to swatch that one. I'll swatch it with this one, sure. Now, it does look darker than the other one, but that was because it's a heavier swatch, and that one is just all one colour. But the Rimmel one can get darker than this, believe it or not. This will just enhance. It's a matte bronzer, so it's good for contouring and also bronzing out your face. So if you are wearing your makeup and you find like your tan does get lost or your definition does get lost, using a bit of bronzer like around like this, or if a nice angle brush, gives you that like shape and bronze glow back as well, and just really enhances it, and I love it. I absolutely love it. You can get it from Beauty Bay. I think Beauty Bay does it, yes, and Speak. You can get this from Beauty Bay online, Beauty online. You can get it from Be Perfect online, and also in the stores, the mega stores, and I think certain chemists do it too. It's a good bronzer. Now, I think I haven't tried the new one, but I'm not sure this one's still available. But if it is, I definitely urge you and recommend that you pick this one up because it is so good. It's beautiful, and the packaging is so cute. And I've got some blush, a wee blush recommendation. It's the Rimmel Kate Blush Trio. It has perfect shades for any time of year, but especially summer, especially them two light shades. They're perfect for summer. You could use this one too, but it's more like a winter blush. But if you want to use it in summer, then do it. But they do have three different blush shades of different finishes. This one in the middle is more shimmery, and then the rest are more like a satin matte. This one I think is more matte, and this one's like a mixture of both. I don't think that one has a little bit of a shimmer to it. I think they all kind of do, but then this one's more shimmery, but it's really, really beautiful. So we'll do swatches of them all, and then you can see what they look like. So as you can tell, top one like is quite subtly, like it doesn't really show up as much, but you can build it up. And the bottom one here, that's the darkest one, but they're really, really beautiful colours, and they just complement. It's the darkest one there. They just really, really complement each other, and you can mix them all together to create that unique blush shade. You can mix and match. Say for instance you want to even up the shade top with a bit of this colour depending on your skin tone, mix them both together. My favourite thing to do is mix these two together, this one with the shimmery one. That's what I have on now. I put the shimmery shade on top of the matte shade, and it looks beautiful, and it's perfect for like holiday. I took this away on my holiday too, and that's all needed for blush. It's absolutely amazing, and it's affordable too. I think it's like £5 or £6, so it's quite good. Now for highlighters, I've got two different types I would recommend. So we can't get these are different shades you can get in different brands depending on your skin tone. So this one is a Gerard Cosmetics. It's a Starlet palette. It's a trio of the highlighters. I've had this for like 4 or 5 years. It still works perfectly, and not for like such good quality. This one has 3 different highlighters. This one's more like a blush type colour, but you have like a nice whiter champagne, a darker like champagne, that's more ivory, that's more champagne, that one's more like a rosy colour. And they are like beautiful colours, so I'm going to swatch. As you can tell, they are well loved. On my arm you can see that one's lighter one, medium one, dark one, and they're beautiful colours. I took this on holiday too. I mixed them two together. That's what I always do. I mix the lighter one and the medium one together. Sometimes I dip into the darker one for like topping up with blush, like give me more of a glowy blush. But usually I just use like a mixture of the lighter and the medium one, and it does give me a beautiful kind of, I have it on now, a beautiful glow. They're quite blinding, but you can just use a little bit to give you a subtle glow, but also build it up and give you like a proper blending highlight. I definitely recommend them. They're so nice. Gerard Cosmetics is more available in America, but you can get it over here too on certain websites. So if you're looking to get Gerard Cosmetics, I would definitely recommend trying this out. Another highlighter which I probably shouldn't have mentioned because it is not available anymore. It's limited edition, so apologies for that. But you can get similar shades in different brands. Look out and go with best at your skin tone. But for like a nice tan, I definitely recommend like nice champagnes or like golds or bronzes, depending on the type of tan you get, your skin tone and all. This one I would recommend more for medium to deep skin tone. You can use it if you're lighter and just use lighter shades, but definitely more medium to deep like skin tones, and especially for tan. This one is I had Revolution inspired by Love highlighter, like the Marie Curie collab done 4 years ago. This highlighter is so nice. I will swatch them together. It does give you a nice goldy champagne colour, and you can use this as an eyeshadow as well. Well, the bronzers and blushes and highlights can be used as eyeshadows too. So you want to have a quick makeup look and without having to bring so many products with you, especially on holiday, or like you just don't want to be bothered bringing up loads of your makeup like to use it. Having these will just double up as an eyeshadow and it's beautiful. Like I love using that gold over the lid for like that goldy look or a bronzy look, and then using like the pinky champagne colour for the inner corner highlights. Absolutely beautiful, like so nice. And I think that was £5. They do have similar shades to this too, so just have a look out and pick one that's going to be suitable for you. So I have like an eyeshadow palette. Well, this is actually the wrong one, but no, actually it could work for like enhancing your tan because it is more summery. I was meant to bring in the Bom Boms colour or eyeshadow palette. My head's away for the day, but the peach palette by Too Faced is quite good because it has some nice like warm tones, like summery peachy tones. And if you can't get this anymore, get like a summer palette. Like go for like colours that enhance your tan. Like I love using shimmers all over the lid. Like the Bon Bon palette, I have like Most Lashes Chip. Like if you know that palette, you'll know it. I'll get it anyway to show you. This one. So what I have on from this one is that Most Lashes Chip, I think it's called. It's this beautiful bronzy colour there. I have that on all over the lid, as you can tell there. It's nice and bronzy. And I also have like the lighter brown in the crease, and then the darker one here in the outer V area. And then this like beautiful champagne highlight like shade is on my brow bone and inner corners. So definitely recommend getting colours that are going to suit your tan if you want to enhance them. Get either this palette or get something similar. Like you can get neutral or bronzy tones anywhere in any palette. Well, most brands do palettes that are more neutral or more like peachy or bronzy. Like even use your bronzers. That's what I would recommend. Use the bronzers and highlights, especially if you have bronzy highlights like that Marie Curie one by I Heart Revolution. That one's quite good for like just putting a shimmer over the top of your like lid and then using your bronzer in the crease. Be perfect for enhancing your tan. For lips, I would say like a nice coral is perfect. Now, if you don't like coral, just use whatever colour you feel comfortable wearing, and even if it's just a nude gloss, even if it's just a nude gloss or a clear gloss or a rain, even if you want to use a brown, any colour, like bright pink, any colour you feel comfortable and you want to wear it. But for my personal opinion, I love using like nice corals, even pinks too. Like these kind of colours are perfect for summer. This one I have on now over top of like a darker coral lip liner. This one's W7 Skinny Lippin' 2. I think it's like Butterfly Kisses. It's hard to really see the actual name. These ones are quite hard to read, but it's this one. But it's similar to the P. Louise lip base in Devour, like pretty much the exact same colour. And just look the same. So if you're looking for something that's not as matte, and this one can, if you're not careful, can be a bit drying. Not too bad, but it can be like if you don't hydrate your lips before you apply this, it can be a bit dry. But if you're looking for something more creamier, the Louise lip base in Devours, pretty much the same colour as this. Beautiful leather coral. If you have like more of a naturally paler complexion, or you just prefer like coral to wear at work, you don't want to wear something too dark, this one's perfect. And it's only a couple of pounds from like Sammy Chem or like Savers. It's just so good. And it does last decent amount of time too. And then for like a pinky tone, if you prefer more of a pink, this one, it's by Pauna, it's called Pout Matters. I can't really remember the shade name, as I say. I think it's called Fruity Fleur, this one's called, or Fruity something, but Fishy and Pardon Me, can't really read it properly. But it is like a nice kind of, like a more warm tone pink. It's beautiful. So if you're looking for something a bit less coral, but not so cool tone bright pink, just something that's nice to wear like summer, but any time of year, I would definitely recommend this. A beautiful, beautiful pinky tone colour, and it's only £1, so get it. For a deeper coral, like a bright deep coral, this one by Pixie, no, Inglot. I thought this one was Pixie. Got the wrong one again. With the wrong colour, thinking it was my Pixie one, but it's actually an Inglot one. It's in like an orangey red colour. This one's perfect if you want more of a deeper colour, like more of a like bright orange, like an orangey red. That's perfect summer. This one, oh, it's here. It's really hard to see, but if you can see it there, that's the name. But it's a beautiful like orangey colour, as you can tell. Lauder, similar to OTT Orange by Louise, but more of a like red toned orange, so well, coral red toned orange. It's beautiful on. Like, it just makes your lips look really, really nice, and especially if you're going out at night or at daytime, if you can wear it daytime. If you want to wear a bright lip, just wear it daytime. But nighttime, if you want to like wear a nice bronzy smoky eye and wear like a bright like orangey red colour, like coral orange red colour on your lips, get this one and wear it, or something similar, and just wear it and just look divine. Now, the one I thought picked up or like lifted, it's actually in my handbag and I can't be bothered to lift it because I've been filming this video for ages. It's Pixie lip, like liquid lipstick in like a coral shade. I can't remember the shade name, but I'll put a picture and the shade name on it. That's what I'll try to do, just write the shade name on the thing so you know what it is. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed this anyway, and just my top tips of like giving you that nice glow and helping to enhance your tan with makeup and everything, and just skincare. Yeah, I just thought I might as well do this and just get it out, because I always wanted to do a video about having how to get a nice tan and how to like products that help maintain it. Now, for application of your tan, it's important just to get it even, and kind of, if you're doing 3 pumps on the left lower leg, do 3 pumps on the right lower leg and kind of match it by pump, and just make sure you get everywhere with the mitt, that kind of thing, and pat it in just to get that smooth appearance too. But just having that in mind. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay gorgeous. God bless. Bye.